All right, let's settle in for a story today. It's a short one, but wow, it's a powerful narrative called The Bench by the Window. And right away, we're told exactly who this story is for. See, this isn't just about selling a house. Not really. It's about what it's like to navigate a huge life change when your personal energy is the most valuable and limited thing you have. That one line really sets the tone for everything that's about to come. So our story kicks off with our main character, Louise, and we meet her in what's described as a house of routines. We're about to step into this little world she's built for herself, a place that's all about quiet comfort and predictability.
Now, what I love about this is how it paints a picture with feelings, not just facts. You can almost sense it, can't you? The warmth from the coffee mug, that morning light pouring in, the familiar sounds of the house. This was her sanctuary, a place that knew her routines just as well as she did.
But you know how stories go. That comfortable rhythm? Well, it's about to get disrupted. There's a fundamental shift coming that's going to change everything for her. And here's the thing that sets it all in motion. It wasn't some big dramatic event. It was something slow, something that just crept in, a fatigue that just wouldn't go away. This is that kind of subtle change that quietly rewrites the rules of your daily life before you even really know what's happening.
This just illustrates that progression so perfectly. I mean, look at that language. Stairs weren't just stairs anymore, they were negotiations. That one word tells you everything you need to know about the daily struggle. Her home, which was once her shelter, was slowly turning from a comfort into a burden.
So here's the crucial point, this deep, internal truth. While everyone around her was looking at a physical problem that needed some kind of practical fix, Louise was feeling an energy problem. The absolute last thing she wanted or needed was another project to manage, another drain on that precious energy.
And of course, the well-meaning advice started pouring in. But look at these suggestions. Remodel, renovate, adapt. What are they? They're all projects. They're all huge tasks that require immense energy, the very thing she was desperately trying to hold on to. It's such a perfect example of people trying to solve the wrong problem.
And this brings us to the turning point in the story. This is the moment it stops being about finding a better solution and starts being about asking the right question.
The shift started with this simple thing she heard: no pressure. For someone feeling completely buried by their circumstances, those two words are like a lifeline. They signal a change from being pushed along to, maybe, finally, being heard and supported.
Okay, let's just pause here for a second, because this question is the absolute heart of the entire story. Instead of asking, what do you want, or what's your timeline, the question was, how do you want to feel? This just shifts the focus completely away from logistics and onto the human experience. It's a pretty profound way to reframe things.
And Louise's answer is just as profound. She didn't say a fast sale or the highest price. She said she wanted to feel like she could rest without guilt. That reveals the true emotional weight she'd been carrying all this time. That guilt of not being able to keep up, of her body changing the rules on her. That was the real problem that needed solving.
So, with this new goal now clearly defined, not a dollar amount, but the feeling of guilt-free rest, the path forward started to look totally different.
And what's so interesting here is how every single one of these features is a direct answer to her emotional need. Private means no stressful parade of strangers. Predictable means no anxiety about what comes next. Minimal disruption, well, that means her daily life and her energy are protected. The process itself became the solution. And this slide just brilliantly shows the contrast. On one side, you have what the story calls urgency theater, the frantic, high-pressure, unpredictable way of doing things. And on the other, a method built around calm, predictability, and your own personal pace. It's a complete reversal of priorities. Even the final steps were designed to take the pressure off. No tense phone calls demanding an instant decision, just clear information in writing that she could process in her own time. The power to move slowly and thoughtfully was handed right back to her. And so we get to the resolution. Notice the imagery here. Sunlight spilling across the floor. It's a direct echo of the opening scene, but everything has changed. The sunlight is the same, but now it's landing in a space of peace, not a space of responsibility.
And it all comes down to this single, powerful word. The true good outcome wasn't a number on a contract or a date on a calendar. It was a feeling she hadn't had in a very, very long time: ease. So the story leaves us with this really potent question to think about.
In our own lives, when we're going through these big decisions, how often do we focus on the external goals, the new job, the finished project, instead of the internal state we're actually trying to reach? It's a reminder that sometimes the most important question we can ask ourselves is simply, how do I want to feel when this is over?